So when you go live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, how are you getting your people to know that you're live and available to comment and interact with them? How do they know to comment and interact with you on your live shows? I bet right now you're only relying on LinkedIn application notifications, which is that little thing that pops up on the front lock screen of a phone. It says, hey, so-and-so has just gone live. Or while you're actually in the LinkedIn application, you see a little banner flash across the top that your friend has gone live and you might want to see what they are going to share. This is a very lame way of letting people know that you're live, because no one looks at those notifications. 60% of people turn them off. So why would you rely only on LinkedIn notifications if you're not going to reach that 60% of your market? You surely want something stronger that's going to really get people's attention. So there is something available to you. It's something that's 5 times more powerful than email and will be read 98% of the time that you send it out, compared to email, which is read only 20% of the time. These are old statistics. It's got 2 decades of history. So this product has been around for 20 years, but no one is using it for their LinkedIn lives yet. You could be one of the first. I've got something really special that's happening at the moment that I'm going to explain to you in the following videos. So in today's broadcast, what I'm going to share with you is what the product is and what the pain point is that it's going to solve for you. So you go to a lot of preparation in preparing your lives. You get your subject lined up. You maybe have a podcast guest lined up and scheduled. You've had a pre-discussion with them, letting them know what you're both going to be discussing, the flow of a conversation. So you've done your preparation. And then you run the live show and no one shows up. That doesn't mean that no one's listening. People will often catch the replay and they even comment replay. But what you really want to start doing is get people involved in the live discussion, because you'll have a livelier discussion. And that's what you want. You want people to be talking with you. And I'm tired of this word engagement because it's a bit of a cliche. No, business works this way. You sell one thing to one person at one time. That's it. Once you've perfected that, you can scale your business laterally. And it doesn't matter what kind of business you're in. What you need to perfect is your pitch process. Now, there are certain things that you wouldn't do with your pitch process. Like anything that's very powerful, there's always a good side and a bad side. It's like the internet itself. It's an incredibly powerful platform, but it's got a very dark side to it as well. And so there is with marketing. Many tools in marketing are like that. And text marketing, SMS marketing, is very much like this. There is a dark side, a bad side, that you want to stay away from. And that is very simple to do. You just have to decide that you're not going to broadcast messages to people who don't know you, and you'll be quite safe. That's the dark side of messaging. Now, that's not a hard thing to do, is it? So now you've cleared away what people think is the biggest problem with text marketing. You're not going to market to people or text people who don't know you. So the next question is then, well, how's it going to help your live show attendances? Well, this is how. SMSs are read 5 times more often than an email is read. So if you send out 5 emails and 1 SMS, you're going to get the same amount of people in your pipeline that'll feed towards your checkout page. So you've got to work 5 times harder with email to get the same amount of customers as you would if you were using SMS. So SMS will make your life a lot easier. Now, the other thing with SMS and text marketing is it's read within under 3 seconds. Whereas an email, people will take up to half a day or maybe a day or 2 before they will actually open and read your emails. So those 20% of people that are reading emails will wait a day and a half or 2 days, but SMS will be read within 3 seconds of it being sent. This is really important. So if you want more people listening in on your live shows, all you need is a way to send them SMS. Or first, you need to let them give you their mobile number so that you can send them an SMS. And there's an easy way to do that. All you have to do is ask them. Put it into a spreadsheet if you want. It's not going to cost you anything. Once you've got the spreadsheet, I can help you by uploading that spreadsheet. Just with one click, you can send a message to as many numbers as you want. The only rule I have for this is you have to have those people's permission before you send them SMS. So if you want to know more about that, it is a very exciting opportunity to get into this. I'm offering a 1-hour coaching call in which I will tell you everything you need to know and even show you, hold your hand as you set up your first SMS campaign. It is so easy to do. Just 1 hour of your time, 60 minutes of your life. That's not a big amount of time to spend on something that could just really change your business. You know, years ago, I ran a domestic security business in electric fencing and palisade fencing. I thought I was really smart. I was growing the business, but I was really struggling to meet the month-end commitments, salaries. I had to pay out on my mortgage. So I would actually raid my mortgage account and pay salaries just to keep the business floating, because I could see the opportunity in the business. It was going to do well. Then a friend of mine who's a business mentor came on and he said, you know, Graham, you've actually only got one thing to do to change this whole business. We've done a whole lot of analysis on the business, on the numbers. And I used to hate maths and numbers and analysis. It's a subject I didn't enjoy. It's because I didn't understand it. And every business should do this. You need to know those numbers in your business. And the worst number is one. One customer, one sale and no other sales. These are bad numbers to have. So you need lots of customers and lots of sales. Now, once you've got the data set of how your business is working, you can then look at the numbers. And what Wayne did for me was we looked at the numbers in the business, and we could see where most of the business was coming from, which part of the city. So I knew which magazines to go and advertise that were delivered to those homes. And then the only thing we did was to change the pricing. I literally tripled the pricing in steps. So it went up 20% at a time. And when I started feeling that we didn't have a full month, we rolled the pricing back a little, just a few percents. And the business stabilized. And that took just 90 days to do. There was just one thing, changing the pricing in the business, that saved the business. Now, in your fitness business, it could be the same. There could just be one thing that could take you from working so hard, doing your lesson prep, trying to chase customers down, trying to get them on Zoom calls, trying to get people active and excited, because the pressure people are living under in 2020 and 2021, the pressure is not going to go away. It's going to get more pressure as the lockdowns stay. There are going to be more lockdowns and more issues with businesses closing and so on. There's over 1 million people in England at the moment that are out of work because of the lockdown issues. Small businesses are shutting daily because they can't afford to pay their rent. They can't afford their council tax. These are things that are hurting businesses because they have no more feet through the front door. But this is how you can change your business. You can pivot to go online. You have a customer base already. You can use SMS to draw your customers to your offer page, or to take up an offer before a time limit expires. There's so many things you can do with it. Now, a lot of these things I will discuss with you in your 1-hour coaching call. It's only £99. You pay up front, we do the call, and I'm so confident that you're going to get more value than what you think you're paying for, that if you're not happy at the end of the call, I'll refund you straight, all the money. So how's that for a deal? £99 for 1 hour. And you can DM me and I'll give you the link where you can set up your booking. So I hope to see you book your call soon. I'd really like to see more people using SMS to set up attendance lists or booking lists for your live shows, because you will get more business if you do this. 5 times more people read an SMS message. You'll have to do 5 times less work to get the sales in if you start using SMS.